In early February, they launched the Vision Pro, of course, for $3,500 US, right? That came out February 2nd. Now, about 3.5 months later, they're putting in their first preparations to bring the device internationally for the first time. So we're talking about mainland China, Hong Kong, Singapore, Germany, France, potentially Canada and the UK and a couple other places. This is a big expansion, over 5 countries at one time for this device. Now, why is this so important? The headset, it got off to a running start in the US initially, the early adopters chiming in, the early adopters jumping in to buy it, but it really tapered out. Where you really want to sell the Vision Pro is in China, Japan, and Korea. I didn't mention Japan and Korea, but they're getting it also soon. Those markets love virtual reality. And so if the Vision Pro, this first model, is going to be a success, it has to be a hit with consumers in Asia. And so that makes this a fundamentally important decision for Apple to make Asia one of the hallmark first areas to get the Vision Pro after the US.
Oh. Why haven't they done it sooner then, I wonder? I mean, is the price tag still going to be an issue in this part of the world?
Well, the price tag is going to be an issue, and in most cases, actually, Apple products are more expensive outside of the U.S. because Apple registers its revenue and profit in U.S. dollars, and so they have to do that conversion. So they usually put a little bit of a bump in countries like China, in areas like Korea and Japan. And so it may be even a little bit pricier for consumers. It's going to be eye-melting price point-wise. We'll see what happens. And why haven't they done it sooner to address that question? Well, production. These things are so complex to make. They're produced by Luxshare Precision. They're one of the better manufacturers for this type of intense technology, but it is so difficult to make. The yields are very low, particularly these displays that are actually produced by Sony. Those are the VR screens. So they had to ramp up production to a point where they felt comfortable being able to get it outside of the U.S. Obviously, they're a U.S.-based company, right? Their biggest market is the U.S., so they're going to sell there first. But Asia, just as important in so many regards.